The city was drowning in darkness. An eerie silence hung over the streets. Not a soul could be seen. The roads stood empty, as if the city itself was asleep. Then, a black van emerged from the shadows. Slowly, silently, it moved through the deserted streets. Its headlights were off. Whoever was inside didn't want to be seen. It wasn't just a vehicle. It looked like a shadow gliding through the night, and it was heading toward its target. After a few minutes, they arrived. The van stopped right in front of a big bank. Inside, the masked men waited in silence. The doors slid open. 10 people stepped out, all of them dressed in black, their faces hidden behind masks. They didn't speak. Silent, precise, ruthless. They moved like they had done this many times before. In front of the bank, a security guard was standing near the door, completely unaware of the danger approaching from the shadows. He looked a little sleepy. The long night had already worn him down. "Hey, who are people?" he wondered as dark figures emerged from the darkness. Armed men marched toward the bank, silent, disciplined, and fearless. "Wait," the guard shouted, finally realizing something was wrong. A gunshot shattered the silence of the night. The guard fell down. The group didn't even stop. Without a second glance, they continued toward the bank. The heist had begun. They reached the bank's main door. Behind them, the guard lay motionless, but the group never looked back. One of them pulled out a device. Everything had been prepared in advance. The black-dressed group entered the bank, one by one, like shadows slipping into the darkness. Their footsteps were silent, but their plan was loud and clear. Tonight, the bank was theirs. As they headed toward the locker room, the leader gave a signal. Every second of the operation was planned. One strike was all it took. The cameras never saw it coming. No recordings. Within moments, the security footage was being erased. Every trace of their identity was destroyed. No evidence. Documents burned as the flames swallowed the last clues. They made sure nothing could be traced. The building was filled with silence, but it felt heavy, like something terrible was happening. And deep inside the bank, the real target was waiting. Finally, they reached the money locker. The massive vault stood before them, the last barrier between them and a fortune. One of the men got to work immediately. This wasn't his first vault. Inside, stacks of cash were piled high. Bundles of currency shimmered under the dim light. The treasure they came for was finally within reach. Now, all they had to do was take it,